Hello. Going to do a playthrough, or at least a solo playthrough of Thunder Alley, just so the people that were wondering what it looked like in actual play can get a chance to see that. So I've pretty much have a lot of the things set up. I'll kind of explain some of the rules as I know them as we're playing. I do have a tendency to forget some rules, and so if I do, I apologize for that up front. And especially using some of the solo aspects with the AI with the cars. I'm not going to be doing all of that completely. I tried it last night, and some of the aspects, it was just easier to kind of know what to do, but you'll see that I will use aspects of that as I'm using the AI as we go along. So as we start, I'm going to be the blue team, but none of the cars are actually set up, because I'm going to go through and kind of show you how that works as we're going through the game. One other thing that isn't really something that it says you're supposed to do, but I kind of do it just to kind of have ability to grab things kind of quickly, is all of my damage markers are kind of in the field of the track. Now, one thing to tell you about damage markers is there's two different types of damage markers that you can kind of get. And this is a team track right here, or a team board. So there's going to be temporary damage, which is the blue gear, like the body damage, the tires, and fuel. And then there's permanent damage, such as the red body damage, engine problems, transmission, suspension problems, stuff like that. So anytime that a team ends up pitting, then all of the temporary damage will go away. Anything that you get that's permanent will of course remain throughout the entire game. And the reason why that matters is as you're going along, once you take 3 or more tokens of damage, then your car starts to get penalties to movement and you can't move as fast, and so it kind of causes some problems with your cars that start affecting you in the race. Also, for the number of cards that you get, cards are going to basically tell you what kind of movement and stuff that you have. And so I'm playing a 3-player game, so there's going to be 5 cards, 5 cars, which means that you get the number of cards equal to the number of cars plus 1. So I'll have 6 cards that I will be playing, or have the opportunity to play, but it'll be 1 per car, as you'll see. And then this is also something that I kind of just do, is I have all of the place values kind of set up for when that time comes, from first place being 46 points all the way down to 15th place, which is 29th points, or 29 points. So before we get started, we need to see how the cars are going to line up to start the race. So I'm going to grab one of my race cards, and then I'm going to look at the bottom here to see the team track, which is kind of showing me the order. So I'm using blue, red, and green. So you'll see that blue's going to line up first, then red, and then green's going to be last. So blue will come over here in the number 1 spot. And then once I hit the end, it goes in reverse order. So then it's going to go green, red, and blue. Alright, so all the cars are lined up for the start of the race. Because blue is in the start, he will be first player, so I'm going to be first player. Now, one thing about the first player marker is there's this side right here, which is completely white, and in the base game, actually, this is they kind of printed it wrong, so both sides are going to be white. But you're supposed to darken one edge, because this is going to tell you what side the cars were on at the start of that turn. So for this one, I'm going to have it be on the light side, because all the cars are going to be on the light border. And then the next turn, it's going to be flipped. Whoops. It's going to be flipped to the dark side, because all the cars will be on the dark side. Okay. So we're going to get ready to go. So I think the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my number 9 car down here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play some pursuit movement, which is going to move everything in front of it. So I'm going to be able to move 7 spaces, but I'm going to take tire damage, which is temporary. So to do that, I count out 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then because of the fact that I'm coming over here where it's kind of split and I can go in either of those lanes, I get to choose. So I'll go 6 and 7. Then as soon as I finish the movement, I'll flip the car to the other side to show that it's gone. And then I'll take my tire damage and put it on my temporary space for the number 9 car. Okay, so now red's gonna go. And I'm gonna roll just to kind of see what they are showing. I'm also going to put this on the current leader. Now that the race is actually going, this is going to show who the lead car is. So that's the current leader. Alright, so red is number 3, so they're going to try to move towards the lead of the line. So they're going to stay within their sector, and then they're going to go from last to first. So it's your solo, or lead, or draft is going to be preferred. Solo, lead, or draft. I think I'm probably going to be doing draft. Just going to take all of their cars. So that's a 3. So yeah, we'll do that. So I'm going to do outside line, which this also has some other text on it, which says that I can only head towards the wall or straight ahead. I can't move in, and so pretty much as I hit that curb, I don't have to go outside anyway. So that's a good card for me to use. And he's going to be taking everybody. So 42, he'll be taking all the cars in front of him and all the cars in back of him. But since I'm using him in back, he'll just be taking all the cars in front of him. Move 7. 6, 7. And 42 will flip to show he's gone, and he'll take tire damage as well. Alright, now green. It's a 1. So let's see here. If I did towards what he's supposed to do, this one is going to move just because he's back, and he needs to catch up with the rest of the pack. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need something that's going to do 7 points of movement. So he's going to do that. So he's also going to do some draft movement, but because of the fact that he's all by himself, this is basically just going to act like normal, like solo movement. So he can move straight ahead, so he's going to do that for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He'll also flip and also take tire damage. 22. Alright, so now back to blue. Alright, so I think I want to use number 15. And I'm going to do, watch the gauge to take some gas, another draft movement for 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so 15 will take fuel. So number 3 for 3 for red. So once again, moving towards lead of line. So my best bet on that one might be 77. Should be going first to last, but I also don't want to try to break the chains with all my cars. So I'm not sure if I should be going 77 or 29 is the one that I should be using. But I don't want to break off from 42. So let's see if I can do that without messing up my line. Let's see here. If I did solo movement for 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so I'm gonna do some solo movement for charge. I think I'm gonna use 77. So I'm going to go 5. It's a 7. So it's a solo movement and it's a 7 movement. But I'm actually only going to move 5 spaces because I need to try to get back in line. So I'm going to leave out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to come into here to displace this car for 7 because that costs 2 points to do that. Which is going to move all these guys back. That way he moved up in line. He'll flip to show that he's gone. And so he'll take tires. That was 77 for red. Alright, now green. So he's going to be a 4. So he's also going to move towards the lead, which is going to be easy for him, at least for right now. So I think he's going to do so lead of line. 22 got left behind. And he'll bump, let's see here, 1, let's see what is 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 6. So yeah, I think he's going to do that as well. Just move forward some spaces. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then come in here for 6 to move up some spaces. And then take fuel. So now it's back to me. And I've got 24, 4, 17 that haven't gone. So I probably need to start moving my back ones up. So 24 will need to move up. Okay, let's see here. If I do that, that's 1. That's free though. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to try to move up as well. I'm going to do Robin is Racing, which is only a 4 for movement, but it's free, so I'm not going to take any damage on this one. This makes it so that any lateral movement I do is free, even if I enter space that requires me to laterally displace another car. So all that's going to be free movement. So I'm going to use my one that's in the back of the pack, 24. So I'm going to move there, which is free, plus my 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to move over here, which would be a free lateral movement. To get him up there. Alright, red. So red should move forward and aid another teammate. So do a pursuit, lead, and then draft movement is better for 9. They've got 29, so they definitely want to help a teammate. So if I can do a pursuit or a lead movement, that would be perfect for 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then back in for 7. Alright, so I think he's going to do this and take this one with him for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back in. This one follows 29. It's going to take tires. Now, one thing with lead movement is the cars basically follow it, and then they enter all of the empty spaces that were kind of left. So if there's a big long line, there's a chance that they would have went extended here and then went down into there, is my understanding of the way lead movement works. So because of the fact that this was the next empty space for him moving over, that's why 42 ended up over there. Alright, so now 2 for green, which would mean move towards the lead of the race. So green has 18 still available, but they're going to run into, because of the fact that we're restricted over here, they're going to run into some problems. So I might use 3 to try to go in the lead. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would need an 8, which I can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But no, I think I'm going to use 18. And then I'm going to just push my cars forward to try to stay with the pack for right now, even though my 18 is kind of far behind. I mean, 22 is far behind for green. So I'm not sure too much about that. But that one's not going to link either. So, yeah, I'm going to try that. So we're going to use understeer, which is going to make it to where I have to move towards one lane towards the outside wall, which is a free movement. And he's going to be doing 5 for pursuit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might as well stay outside, since I have to go there anyway. Oh, I'd be stuck. So 18 will go there, and he'll take blue suspension, which is temporary. And then it goes back to me for blue. And so what do I have? Number 4 needs to catch back up. So I need to do whatever's going to catch me back up, but not take too much damage. So 5 will 5 link me back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, that will. So I might have to just do that, just chase the race. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, to hit into that car to move the line forward would have cost me 3 movement. I don't have 3 movement. So basically I can just kind of bump him and then kill the last of my movement. my one extra point that I had remaining. And he, number 4, will take blue transmission. Actually, no, I can do 5 because this would be a draft movement. So that does move everybody 5 because I just linked up with everybody once I hit that. So there we go. Alright, now 6. 6 for red, which would be move forward but stay in line. And what do they have available? 41, 41 and 25. I think I want to move 25, so let's see if I have any draft movement, which I do. Which would be riding the draft for 4. So he'll move forward 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was 25. And he doesn't take any damage. And the reason why I did that compared to the other one for red is because that keeps all 3 of his cars kind of together in that line and moves all 3 of his cars forward. So they're all kind of in the same kind of area. So I think that would be the best play for them, is like I said, trying to keep their cars together and keep them where they need to be. Compared to moving 41, which have only moved the 2, which I'm going to have to no matter what, but we'll see how that goes. Alright, so green. So green is move forward but end teammate, so pursuit, lead, and then draft is preferred. Pursuit, lead, and I only have draft. Okay, and that's either 3 or 40. Which is not going to matter too much. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want a 5. I want to use 5 for number 3, I think. I'm not sure how this is going to work. We'll see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he takes blue. Blue for number 3. Alright, now it goes back to my turn, and I have only one left is my 17 car, my lead car. Oh, that's permanent. I don't want to do that. Dang, that sucks. So I don't want permanent damage right now. Now I have permanent damage of working the pack, so this is going to be a waste for me to do this. Man, it's solo movement though. My line's been broke. Yeah, I'm going to do it just to not get the damage right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's kind of unfortunate that I had to do that. Alright, let's see about red. So they're going to try to disrupt opposition. Okay. So let's see how they're going to do that. So highest card number, I don't have a rubbing erase, and so highest card number will be 84, which is a pursuit movement, which isn't going to help too much because there's nobody in front of him, but it has to move towards the outside wall. Alright, so let's see what we can do. 1, 2, 3. I'll go here for 5. And he'll take a blue for 41. Oh, wait a minute, though. He has to move towards the outside wall, though. So he's got to take a free movement over there. Yeah, so I figured I shouldn't have done that. Oh well, we'll see what happens. Alright, so green is going to move towards the lead of the line, which is going to be pretty easy for it to do. And I kept riding the draft movement for it. So it's going to come out, which will break the draft, but once it starts going forward, then it's going to reconnect. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's free. Alright, so that's the end of the first round. And pour 22, clear back here. They haven't even cleared the start line yet. But we'll go ahead and pause for now and then move on to the second part.